ready.
Okay. So, Eva Gardner Mark Schulman, welcome to Chaos Tube and welcome to Finland.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Are you
So
enjoying
far, so
yourself? Yeah, I was just asking, are you enjoying yourself?
Well, the weather's freezing and the people are all dressed up and it's a really ugly place and I think we're having a miserable time. No, this is absolutely gorgeous. When we were here last time, late November last year, it was freezing. So this is just absolutely reverie.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
We don't have much time here this time around, so unfortunately, but it's nice to be outside for a little bit at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as soon as I get coffee, then I'll really have something to say. So right now, I'm just deferring to Eva. You know.
Well, you came here late last night, so
Very.
so how tired do you get during the tour because all the time differences and stuff?
About this tired,
Pretty tired.
and sometimes it's that tired. Sometimes it's only that tired. What do you think?
It comes in waves. You know, sometimes you go and go and go and go and you're fine, and then there's sometimes where it catches up to you. You know, the time changes, the traveling, the constant going. You know, but it's always fun.
I managed to, a lot of times I manage to get little naps on show days. It's always fun, but the traveling does. Sometimes it's easier than others. The hardest part is when you get in, like, kind of like when we did last night, like 4 in the morning. You haven't really slept, and yeah. So and then you tend to sometimes you sleep a bit of the day away, and we like to get up and do things, you know.
Yeah, it's nice to actually see the cities that you're in whenever possible. But sometimes you just need to sleep.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta rest.
And talk to the nice people such as yourselves, because you're very nice people.
Well, do you have any time like today to see Helsinki at all?
Probably not, because we leave around 4:30, and right now it's about noon, and then it's 1. It's 1, and then we're meeting a friend for lunch, a drummer friend, Kev Man, at 2. But we'll get a chance to just kind of walk around here a little bit. But like tomorrow we have a day off in Gothenburg. When you have a day off, we get to see things. When we don't have a day off, we don't usually. There's one member of our entourage who always gets up early and sees everything. She's great. So if you're very motivated, you can. And sometimes, you know, at certain cities, you'd be motivated, you get up early and you do it.
Well, how do you guys get ready for the show?
Well, the girls. You mean? How do you mean? Like.
What do you do before shows?
Oh, well, for the girls, we have to do hair, makeup, and you know, stuff like that. So it takes us a little longer than the guys, but I think we got it down. You know, we do it pretty quickly, and
the girls have a wild dressing room. They're always like laughing and screaming and all the noise. And the 3 of us, me and Justin and Jason, we just sort of hang out. We're online, talking, being cool.
Yeah, it's like an internet cafe in their dressing room all the time.
Internet cafe and sleeping chambers.
Yeah.
Because Justin doesn't usually sleep with Jason and I. You could, at just about any time, you could find one of us sleeping. And Jason's amazing because he could sleep in any position, anywhere, at any time.
I've seen him under a few tables.
Yeah.
Like napping under the table, his feet are sticking out.
For me, I get my iPod and my in-ears, and I put a little thing over my head. It's either underwear or a T-shirt, or if, like yesterday, I found my blinders, and sleep, and then someone usually nuzzles me to wake up, and then my thing is I do a lot of stretching, because I don't do any drumming warm-ups, but stretching is really important because we don't have sound checks now because we're doing the festivals. So we just hit the stage and we haven't played together at all that day, and that's always a little interesting and challenging. But it's exciting to all of a sudden go from like being in your room, and we do our prayer circle, which is great too, which kind of connects everybody, and Alicia is really great. We're always just cracking up. We have a lot of fun. I mean, everybody gets on really, really well, and it's the most. I've been touring for many years, and I think it's definitely the people get along better than any other tour I've ever done. You know, it's really.
Well, if we go back in time, Eva, you play the bass guitar. Why did you choose bass guitar over other instruments?
My father was a bass bass player. So he was definitely my inspiration for playing that. From a very young age, I knew it's what I wanted to do from about like 6 or 7. And it wasn't until I was about 12 that I was like, okay, I really want to do this. So I actually picked up a bass for the first time and started it. And he helped me out, you know, taught me how to tune it and string it and set it up and play it. So yeah, that's why it was him.
Well, how about you, Mark? You play drums. How did you?
No, I play bass too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why did you start to play drums?
And I saw the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, and I saw, you know, John, Paul, and George, and then I saw Ringo. And the moment I saw Ringo, I thought, I've got to play drums. And then I saw the screaming girls. I was like, I want that. It was always about girls for me, you know. Girls, drums, girls, drums, girls, drums, girls, 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 drums, 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 girls, girls, drums, drums. And now they're about even. I got 2 wonderful girls. I've got a beautiful wife, Lisa, and a 4-month-old baby daughter named Zaid. And so I feel very, very happy and content. And Eva's the godmother.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One of them.
One of them. We have a few of them. But she's definitely one of the godmothers, because she and Zaid are like best friends, you know.
We
Awesome.
hang out.
Yeah.
I mean, how do your families handle all this tour life and stuff? I mean, you're not home all the time and you're touring around the world and stuff. So, how do they handle that?
My family's used to it. I mean, my father was, you know, a touring musician also. So, with my mom, she was just used to that anyway. So, when I started touring, it was just the natural progression of things. And I think the hardest thing for me is my dogs. Being away from my dogs at home, but I know they're in good hands, you know, with my family, and it's just what I do. So everyone accepts it and knows it, and it's all good. It's fun.
I miss her dogs too. Actually, you were on the road once, and I went to her house and took photos of her dogs and emailed them to her.
I was like, "You're hanging out with my
Yeah,
dogs, and
I
I'm
know.
out on the road. What's going on here?"
The hardest part of being on the road, absolutely, is being apart from the family. That is hands down. There's nothing that really ever gets that hard. The traveling can be exhausting, but man, all I can say is thank God for video chat, for Skype, because that's what kind of saves our butts, is the ability to be able to have video chat. And also, my family, my wife is Swedish, so they're staying in Stockholm and they're kind of flying back and forth. And your mom loves to travel, so her mom comes out all the time.
I have a rock and roll mom, so she
Yeah.
comes out and parties and, and hangs out.
And Eva's got a new...
Well, see, up until recently, I never had I haven't had like a relationship or anything for a
for
long
the last
time.
couple of years.
Yeah, so I've been fine out on the road, but I met someone out here this tour. So luckily we've been traveling together, so it's been cool, but I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I'm gonna get slugged later.
Yeah, you're
She's
in
gonna
trouble.
hit me. I'm in trouble.